Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be going over the news that previous mythic fighters are going to be made available. This should be in-game already, so I will show you some in-game stuff, but we'll read through the information on the blog post first. But you should be able to get your hands on these characters. There's going to be some pulls involved. You could get lucky, extremely lucky, but extremely low odds at the same time. Let's get into the info. And we'll read through it. It says, Mythic Trial recruits. We are excited to announce that all previous Mythic Trial fighters are being added to the museum, and collections rewarding shards for the previously required Allegiance fighters are also being added to the museum. This means players will be able to claim copies of Gold Mythic Laurie Grimes, Rick 2000, Morgan and William from the museum. Not only that, but a limited time trial recruits event will give players a chance at all 5 copies of the Mythic Trial reward fighters. It goes on to say the Mythic Trials reward fighters, the same museum collection system used with the NWO, will be in place for all Mythic Trials rewards fighters, requiring 1,000 shards for each copy of a Mythic Trials reward fighter. These will be rewarded for each of the previously required Allegiance fighters at fighter level 720, limit break 3. These museum collections will be available in-game for the foreseeable future and will not expire when this event ends. Find out the full list of these below. We'll check those in-game because we can see it for ourselves. We'll also be introducing Mythic Trial recruits, and we'll read through that in a second. And it says the event times for this is going to be the 15th of February, which was yesterday. Unfortunately, this news item was only announced about 20 minutes before it actually went live. And as you know, if you were on my stream yesterday, I've had some issues IRL, so I basically went straight to sleep after my stream. And it ends on the 1st of March 2022 at 4 PM Pacific time, making it just about a 2-week event. This event says that players can log in daily to claim free offers in the shop to collect gold mythic tokens, and trial recruit tokens. Trial recruit tokens can be used to open trial recruits, which has a chance to reward various amounts of shards for the previous Mythic Trial reward fighters and possibly all 5 copies of Laurie Grimes, Rick 2000, Morgan or William. With every 40 opens, players will receive a Mythic Shard choice box that will reward 500 shards of your choice for one of the featured Mythic Trial reward fighters. The bonus open rewards are as the follows: 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, each one giving you a choice box of 500 like it said. Players can double these free daily rewards by logging into the web portal each day to claim the same offer a second time. Survivors Club members will have some exclusive access to in-game offers. I've had a look at these in-game offers for Survivors Club. It does look like they're all purchased rather than free, but if you are willing to spend money, then you are going to get a bit of a better offer if you are on Survivors Club. All players can look for more ways to pick up Trials Recruit tokens via offers in the shop and the web portal as well. So if you do go into your offers section, you can see it says War of Champions gift, but this is obviously towards this new event. It is going to give you 10 of these Trial Recruit tokens and a bit of extras on the side. And it is going to be 10 of these Trial Recruit tokens per pull, so this is effectively 1 pull. And then the other days are going to give other rewards too. It does scale up. I think in grand total you can get nearly 10 pulls, if not 10 pulls, from the in-game claims. So I'm just going to claim this, and that is going to be the 1 pull. I'm going to just accumulate my tokens and do a big pull when I get them all together and see what we can get. And then we go to the wheel, which is just here. And you can see the shards on the left-hand side, which is just bypassed, but it's showing us that we can get up to 5 copies of these characters. If I go up to the top right-hand corner and we look at the odds, it is extremely low odds of getting the featured limit break 3 trial recruits. This is lower odds than getting a premier from the Premier Wheel. But you are going to get a 100% chance of getting something towards the actual recruits themselves, which kind of brings us back to the S-Class era where it seems a little bit more geared towards progression rather than just getting random 6 stars in your Premier recruits, which obviously is a good thing. Whether they're going to ever bring this into the sort of like main game with other things, we'll have to wait and see, but I think that would actually be great. You can see the crate here as well. If you do 40 pulls, you get 500. Now, 500 isn't going to get you anywhere. It's going to get you halfway to a claim of one of these characters. But in those 40 pulls, if you do pull 500, let's say, Rick 2000 shards, you could claim RIC 2000 from this crate, and then you've got 1,000. And then when we go to the museum, you can see it's been massively boosted in the Mythic Trial section of the museum. Before it only had NWO, now it's got all of the trials, all of the claims and everything based on the characters. You can see I have actually got one automatically completed. This is because I completely maxed out my Michonne. So if I claim this, I can get 1,000 of the Morgan shards. If you've got them to claim already, I'd say definitely just claim them. Otherwise, it's up to you whether you want to actually max out characters. This is kind of like a semi-fear of mine that we'd actually still have to use gold medals on characters to get like the likes of Morgan, where I got Laurie, for instance, and it didn't cost me any gold medals to get her to Limit Break 2, but to get Morgan to Limit Break 2, it's going to cost me 600. So this is kind of like rough, in my opinion, especially for older characters, which are not as good. I'm not talking about the Mythic Trial characters because they are good, but I'm talking about the characters that you have to actually max out to get these characters. Who do I max out in Atlanta to get Laurie? Other than, let's say, Andrew, who's pretty good. Most of the other characters aren't that amazing. And the same can be said for the survivors. Same sort of issue. Michonne, who else? You know, maybe Rosita from the anniversary event is pretty decent. But you're going to potentially have to put gold medals into characters that you just really don't want to, which is a shame. Now that I've claimed those Morgan shards, you can see that I can make my choice of what I want to do with them. If I don't get the full 1,000, I can do partial claims, and you can get, for 100, you can get 1,250 gold mythic tokens. It's a shame that it's so low. I think for Titan, it's like 5,000 per 100. I know he's like the current dude, but yeah, this seems quite low to me. But I'm going to claim Morgan because I've got him. I want to tier him up. I might as well, right? I have first edition Morgan, so I'm going to now have an LB1 Morgan. And I think LB2 is kind of like minimum for defense teams, realistically. And I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to do. I could potentially, you know, max out some characters within Kingdom and get the last characters that I need to get William up to maxed out as well. Kingdom has slightly better characters. For instance, Cliff, Ezekiel, and who else have they got? Maybe Zachary. I don't have Marcus at LB3, so I can't max him out. So that it's going to have to be one or two of those characters at least. So you've got to make your choices. And just to show you, if you did have the Morgan from previously, that's how it works. You just exactly how you would normally tier up a character. It would just tier up character to the next tier. In my case, LB1 unlocks new skills, unlocks the potential to level him up more for 40 more times, so on and so forth. Now, if you jump over to the web portal, you can see there is an offer, and it says 3 days until War of Champions. And if we check out what this offer has to actually offer, it's exactly the same as what we had in game. So I would definitely pick this up as well, obviously. Just claim that. It'll pop up saying that it's going to be in my inbox, and then if we switch back to in-game, there it is in the inbox, like I say. So we'll just claim this, we'll get another pull, and we'll get some more gold mythic tokens, more mythic tokens. They all add up. If we check out the free daily offers that it's going to be giving us, this is the first day. You can claim this twice, once on the web portal, once in-game. This is the second day, third day, and the fourth day. So it will be a grand total of 10 pulls if you claim all the in-game ones, but if you claim all the web portal ones as well, it'll be another 10 pulls, bringing you up to 20 total. And there are some featured offers on the web portal and no doubt in-game. You can see you can get 20 pulls here for $9.99. So you might think it's a good deal after getting the free pulls to get these little bonus ones on top to get 40 pulls, which is going to give you one of the crates of 500. And then if you do get lucky, you do get 500 of the shards. It really depends on what the shard drop rate is like. If you're getting 1s and 2s, well, it might not be worth it so much. But if you're getting like, you know, 40s and 50s, you could potentially get, you know, 500 on a 40 pull of one of the characters. And then you can just effectively get them for, you know, $10 if you so wish. Now, if I go back to the blog post, it does say about the odds. Please note the featured Limit Break 3 Trial Recruits category will reward 5 copies of the featured fighter. So that it seems like there's no chance of getting like 1s or 2s. It should be 5, but with those low odds, I guess you kind of would assume so. And then the featured Trial Recruit Shards category will reward Mythic Trial Recruit Shards of the featured fighters in various quantities. It doesn't say the quantity amounts. You're going to have to pull to find out. Do tell me in the comments down below, what have you managed to pull so far? Shards, has anybody got that huge luck? I mean, 0.25%. If you're going to get lucky, this is probably a good time to get lucky. You're going to save yourself quite a lot of gold gear medals if you do so. That is it for this video though, guys. What do you think about the sort of reintroduction of the older Mythic Trials? Would you like to see more characters come out in those allegiances, because not a lot of them are worth completely maxing out? What are your thoughts? Like I say, leave them in the comments down below. That is the end of my video. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.